What's up, everybody? Angelic Vixen here from Lucky by Nature. How you guys doing? I hope you're having a fantastic day. This is Chronicles 5. This is the last Chronicles before Extinction comes out, and this is on the island. So as you just saw in the brief clip here, this is by red, and I am going to show you on the map and the GPS, but I like to kind of give you a broad view in the very beginning before we go up to the Explorer note to kind of give you a better idea. Now it's just above the water, and as you can see here on the map, which a lot of people told me they actually really like the map version of this, but again, if you need GPS coordinates, they're right there for you because everybody's kind of different in finding locations. Now, this one again is on the island, and that particular area right here is very narrow. Now, you could technically park your bird above it, but again, you're still going to be dealing with a an issue right here. So just be very careful when you land in this spot. Pteranodon, of course, would be easier, but the Griffin was faster, which is why I have the Griffin this time. Now, I am going to read the Explorer note to you, so if you don't like that part of it, just be sure to fast forward to the next part, which is going to be Scorched Earth. So let's get right into it, and I'm going to read this Explorer note to you. Explorer note 13. Once your fall is complete, stay close to the sanctuaries. Within them, small pockets of life still flourish in an otherwise barren garden. Beyond their spheres of influence, you will find an endless sea of decay, ruled by shadows and death. The first of these sanctuaries is the great city. Though it is no longer a metropolis, a jungle blooms in its place, and you may find a modicum of shelter within its crumbling walls. The others will be more familiar to you, if only for the towers you'll find at their center. Those are the source of their power, the obelisks. They are not quite the same as the ones you're familiar with, not quite as advanced, but that's to be expected. They're an older model, precursors, or more aptly, prototypes. All right, moving on to Scorched Earth. This is where we are located. We are right here by blue, and this one's going to be up pretty high, so I'm going to give you a nice broad view here. That way it gives you a general idea, and as you can see, it's right there on the cliffside. And there's your map. And I'll bring up the GPS in here in a moment. There you go. And now you can see exactly where it's located. This one is actually very easy to find. It doesn't look like it because of where I'm located, but if you fly up to it, especially at night, they stand out really well. But of course, I'm doing this during the day, which makes it a little harder to see. But just keep in mind that this is the exact location. Just be by blue, and it's right there. All right, so let's go over there. This is very narrow as well, but it's not... I mean, honestly, I think this one's better than the island. There's a little bit more room. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up here on the screen. And again, I am going to read the Explorer note to you, so it's a little easier. You can always pause it and read it yourself if you don't want to hear me read it to you. But a lot of people have said they actually enjoy that part of it. So again, if you don't need to see what it says, so on and so forth, just be sure to fast forward because the next one will be Aberration. So let's get right into the Explorer note, and I will read it to you. Explorer note 14. Cause and effect is the way of the universe. Everything must start somewhere. In the case of the system, this is where it was born. You will fall right into its cradle. Together, the sanctuaries and obelisks that power them are the ancestor of every island that floats in the sky. They can all trace their origins back to the single prototype. Though it is flightless, the core principles and technology behind it are the same. In a way that makes it your ancestor too. You were all born within the system, after all. Even if your design is somewhat altered, in a way, you're all its children. One could say that when you fall, it will be something of a homecoming, in more ways than one. All right, and we are on Aberration. And of course, they keep putting these in like the worst place, right? So here is the map so you can see exactly where I'm located. And again, there's the GPS for your convenience. Now with Aberration, it seems like they always put these in really bizarre places and it's very hard to find. So I want to give you a little bit more of a broad perspective on Aberration than I do like on the island in Scorched Earth. And that's because it is much harder to get to these locations because we don't have your typical flyers that'll just take you right there. I mean, you do have to climb up or use a rock drake, so there's a lot more to it. So I'm going to give you a little bit more area in Aberration. It's just easier because even if you look at the coordinates or look at the map, you still have to find it on these walls, and it's hard. I'm not going to lie. Like, Aberration is no joke, especially in this area. So again, this kind of shows you where you're at. If you know the Aberration map, you'll understand what I was just showing you. So it's right here. And again, on Aberration, they always give us a huge platform. I mean, I genuinely, truly appreciate the fact that they give us so much space. This time it was very bizarre that the island one was so small in comparison to the other locations. But, you know, that's wildcard for you. They do some strange things from time to time. So this is, again, the last Explorer note. These are going to be the last ones until Extinction comes out on November 6th, okay? So just keep that in mind. We have the entire story out of all of these Explorer notes of what we should expect for Extinction. And there's a lot of clarity. Now, think about these Explorer notes because this is telling you a story as to what you're going to be dealing with day one on Extinction. Clearly, this stuff is very, very important to our survival and basically overall end game. Okay, so now I'm going to read the Explorer Note to you. Explorer Note 15. And so everything will end where it began. The planet, the system, your species, and every bit of life that inhabits this tiny corner of the universe. All of it. Then perhaps something new will begin, but that depends on you and the forces that stand in your way. In nature, the survival of one species can come at the expense of another. As ecosystems change, those that adapt more effectively can push those weaker than themselves to extinction. Humanity once did this to the Neanderthals, and now it is finally your turn. At last, face to face, from a superior threat, you and all your kin must answer that timeless question. Will you survive? And there you have it. You have all three of the new Explorer notes for Chronicles 5, and that is it for Chronicles before Extinction comes out. I am so excited. Like, we're finally there. I mean, it felt like it forever in between Aberration and Extinction, but now we're creeping up on it. We're, you know, just a few weeks out, and I am so excited. I hope you guys are excited. You know, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What do you think all of this means? And do you feel like this is more of a roadmap for us now as to what we're going to deal with day one when we get on Extinction? And I want you guys to know we are going to be working full time for you guys on Extinction. We're going to go over every single thing that's on Extinction. We're going to go over, you know, how to tame stuff. We're going to do every single thing you can possibly think of on Extinction. So if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, you know, and make sure you turn on your little bell. That way you will know every single time we upload a video, because let me tell you what, we focus a lot on tutorials. We will be doing more in-depth stuff, and we're going to be having a lot of fun for Extinction. So just keep that in mind. So again, if you're new to the channel and you're not sure if you want to subscribe, just know it is going to be a, you know, one-stop shop for everything Extinction, utterly possible. Okay, I am so excited. Like, I have missed content. I love making videos for you guys. Like, I love going over this stuff, and right now it's been kind of dry. Like, we're just, you know, scrambling trying to get, you know, stuff to put up for you guys. But again, I don't like to waste your time, so we don't sit there and just, you know, go over stuff that's completely unnecessary, and I don't drag out videos too long. But that's it for this video, guys. I can't wait. I'm super excited for the future. I'm super excited for ARK. I'm just so excited for new content and new experiences because I absolutely love this game. And I feel like even though there's been a lot of problems on Official, it's still an amazing game and it has so much potential, and we're going to have a lot of fun for this DLC. So that's it for this video, guys. Until next time, keep surviving.
My work saved the human race.